Hi guys, welcome back to Cognizant MLC 2026 once again. It's match number 18 of MLC 2026. Los Angeles Knight Riders taking on the Texas Super Kings at the Knight Riders cricket field in Pomona. And Los Angeles Knight Riders winning the toss and electing to bowl first. Very interesting decision to bowl first after winning the toss. And 2 overs have been bowled. Texas Super Kings are 16 without loss after 2 overs. Faf du Plessis and Sai Teja Mukamalla are opening the batting for Texas Super Kings. And look at the changes made by both the teams today. Let's just go through the changes made by both the teams. So as far as Texas Super Kings is concerned, Dion Forrester and Calvin Savage are coming into the playing 11, and once again Akil Hussain and Milind Kumar have been dropped, and they have something personal against Akil Hussain. That's why they always keep dropping him. I tell you, he's always in and out of the team. And then Los Angeles Knight Riders, Unmukt Chand and Karmi Lerox come into the playing 11 in place of Karthik Gattepalli and Ali Khan. So these are the changes. Sunil Narayan continuing into his second over. Ball holding in the wicket in the air and taken at point. First wicket Narayan again struggling. Sunil Narayan again striking in the power play for the Los Angeles Knight Riders. He got 2 wickets early in the power play in the previous game as well against Washington Freedom. Now again, the ball just holding in the wicket a little bit. A simple catch for Andre Fletcher at point. And an early breakthrough once again for the Los Angeles Knight Riders. A big wicket of that. Faf du Plessis is gone after scoring 14 from 8 balls. And Texas Super Kings are 16 for 1 after 2.1 overs. So Unmukt Chand is playing today for Los Angeles Knight Riders. He will be in action when LAKR come out to bat. And Karmi Lerox also come into the playing 11. Surprisingly, Ali Khan has been dropped and Karthik Gattepalli Hussain. That is a big problem. Even CSK was dropping him. Now Texas Super Kings, they are also doing the same. Akil Hussain in and out of the 11. So Riley Russo is the new batter to the crease, coming in at number 3. Around the wicket, Sunil Narayan. This time it's full and Riley Russo drives it down the ground to mid-off and gets off the mark with a single. So just 2 runs have come from this over, still 1 ball left. One more delivery left in this over. It's gone through. It's punched down the ground. It's gone through mid-off and that'll run away for 4. Very bad misfield there. That should have been stopped at mid-off. But Sai Teja Mukamalla, after facing 9 balls, finally gets off the mark with a boundary. In fact, after facing 8 balls. Last ball of the over on the wicket, and Mukamalla again drives it to point. Another dot ball to finish the over. 5 runs came from that over, including the wicket. of Faf du Plessis, and Texas Super Kings are 21 for 1 after 3 overs. So Carmi Lerox is the new bowler into the attack for Los Angeles Knight Riders. Riley Russo on strike. And it's driven again past point, out towards the point. Riley Russo again picks up another single to start the over. Second ball of the over. Down the track. Oh, in the air it was, but it goes past mid-off once again. And that'll run away for 4. Was that a catching opportunity? I'm not quite sure. Drovman Powell, the fielder at mid-off. It runs away for 4. Second boundary for Saiteja Mukamalla. I think it was a catching opportunity, though it should have been taken. It's been put down and it's gone away for 4. That will go down as a drop catch, that is for sure, as we see another dot ball from Carmi Lerox. 5 runs from the first 3 balls of this over. Oh, he goes straight. It goes down the ground for 6. What a clean strike that is. Picked the length up beautifully there. He's struck it so cleanly. Straight over long off. And miles into the crowd for 6. First 6 of this innings second 6 of this innings for Texas Super Kings. The first 6 for Saiteja Mukamalla in this innings. Oh, that's a right into his hitting arc there from Carmi Lerox and gets punished. And this time, Saiteja Mukamalla drives it straight to covers for another ball. 11 runs have come from this over, still 1 ball left. The last ball of the over. And driven again by Saiteja out towards deep extra covers. And picks up another single to finish the over. 12 runs came from that over from Carmi Lerox. And Texas Super Kings are 33 for 1 after 4 overs. Jason Holder is back into the attack, conceded 13 runs in his first over. Is into his second over now. This time on the pads, flicked away towards deep fine leg. And Sai Teja Mukamalla picks up another single to start the over. So Riley Russo is back on strike. Oh, there's an appeal here for caught behind. Was there a little bit of an inside edge there? Umpire says not out. I want to go for the review, I think. Jason Holder goes for the review, so we need to have a look at this one. Was there just a little bit of an inside edge there? It was a really good take behind the wickets. Appears to be a big gap between bat and ball, so doesn't appear to be any outside. Doesn't appear to be any inside edge. But ultra edge confirms a spike. Ultra edge confirms a spike, so I think the decision will be overturned. The spike is there as the ball is close to the bat. Also looking to confirm whether the catch is clean. Well, that's clean. That's a clean catch in all honesty. So very good review there from Jason Holder and Los Angeles Knight Riders. So decision overturned. Finger goes up. Riley Russo has to go. Jason Holder gets the breakthrough. Second wicket goes down for Texas Super Kings. Riley Russo's poor form with the bat continues. He's out for 2. And Texas Super Kings are 34 for 2 after 4.2 overs. So Shubham Ranjane is the new batter to the crease and gets off the mark with a single. Sai Teja Mukamalla is back on strike. Three runs have come from this over so far. Still 3 balls left. Now this time driven beautifully through the covers by Saiteja Mukamalla. And that'll run away for 4. Quick outfield. Once you find the gaps, the ball races across the outfield, and the one batter that has been looking good so far for Texas Super Kings, Saiteja Mukamalla, picks up another boundary. This time again driven towards point, and Mukamalla picks up another single. Shubham Ranjane is back on strike. It's an important game this for Los Angeles Knight Riders. They have 3 losses on the bounce. They started well with 2 wins in a row, but have tapered off ever since. So if they can win this game, then it will give them a lot of confidence going forward in the tournament, because they've always underperformed in the MLC tournaments. Los Angeles Knight Riders. Wide down the leg side from Jason Holder. Has to reload that one again. So last ball of the over coming up. Ooh, inside edge there. Just a little bit of an inside edge saved him. Otherwise, that was another LBW coming their way, but not to be. 10. I mean, Shubham Ranjane picks up another single to finish the over. So 10 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Riley Russo. And Texas Super Kings are 43 for 2 after 5 overs. And quickly look at the points table once. If they win this game, then suddenly they will also go to 3 wins from 6 games. Texas Super Kings currently are having 3 wins from 6 games. If they win this game, they will go to the top of the table. Back for Los Angeles Knight Riders to bowl the 6th over. And that's on the stumps again. Shubham Ranjane hits it towards mid-wicket for another dot ball to start the over. Second ball of the over. This time cut away again towards the point. And Shubham Ranjane picks up another single. So currently this is how the points table looks. San Francisco Unicorns and MI New York, both of them are at the top 2 positions in the points table. An improvement from last year actually for MI New York, because MI New York didn't play well in the group stage last year, and somehow they managed to only sneak into the playoffs, and then they managed to go through the eliminator route and they won the title. Wedged past the slips and past everyone into the boundary for 4. I think a little bit of an extra bounce for Andre Russell, but it doesn't matter, for it's flown over the slips, and that picks up another boundary for Mukamalla. All the way for 6. Once again, the pace of Andre Russell. Bowling it in short. He trusted he went for the pull shot there, Saiteja Mukamalla. And it's flown. Happens sometimes in these kind of venues. And 50 comes up for Texas Super Kings. 50 comes up in 5.4 overs at the loss of 2 wickets. This time edged again past that fielder there. Same fielder at third man. That runs away for 4. 4-6-4 from Saiteja Mukamalla. And this is turning out to be a big over for Texas Super Kings. The last ball of the over coming up, and Saiteja Mukamalla drives it straight to mid-on. Another dot ball to finish the over, but an expensive over from Andre Russell. 15 runs came from that over, and Texas Super Kings are back on track in this innings. 58 for 2 after 6 overs after the power play. So 58 for 2 after 6 overs after the power play, and Saiteja Mukamalla really playing his own shots. So Shadley Vanshal Quick is a new bowler into the attack for Knight Riders. So that's on the stumps, and Shubham Ranjane defends it back to the bowler. Another dot ball to start the over. This time again defended towards covers, and Ranjane again picks up another single. Well, Shadley Vanshal Quick was kind of an emerging player in the last edition of the MLC, 2025 MLC. But in this season, he hasn't quite done that much. This time driven again towards the point, and Saiteja Mukamalla again picks up another single. This time again, well bowled, bowling in and around that off stump, and Shubham Ranjane defends it to point and picks up another single. Two more deliveries left in this over. Oh, a little bit of an inside edge there towards mid-wicket. Another dot ball from Shadley Vanshal Quick. So one more delivery left in this over. The last ball of the over coming up. This time driven again straight to covers. Another dot ball to finish the over. The 3 runs came from that over from Chadley Van Schalkwyk, and Texas Super Kings are 61 for 2 after 7 overs. So Carmi Lerox is back into the attack. Shubham Ranjane is on strike. Lerox coming over the wicket. And Ranjane again tries it. Oh, was that a misfield there? It covers. And Shubham Ranjane again picks up another single to start the over. This time driven again out towards deep extra covers, and Saiteja Mokamalla picks up another single. This time, oh, punch down the ground to long on. Shubham Ranjane picks up another single. This time again flicked straight to mid wicket. Another dot ball here. This time cut away. Oh, was that a catching opportunity? I think it's gone through his hands, and they'll run away for 4. A little bit of width on offer there from Carmi Lerox, and picks up yet another boundary. This time it's driven again straight to covers. And another dot ball to finish the over. 7 runs came from that over from Carmi Lerox. And Texas Super Kings are 68 for 2 after 8 overs. Shadley Van Schal Quick is into his second over. Again, nicely bowled on the stumps. And defended back to the bowler. Another dot ball to start the over. Saiteja Mukamal defends it back to the bowler. This time down the track, edges it down to deep third man. And in fact, it's Shubham Ranjane who's picked up another single, so Saiteja Mukamalla is back on strike. Saiteja Mukamalla on 40 from at a strike rate of 137.93. This time again, Saiteja Mukamalla tries it straight to covers. Another dot. This time driven again out towards point, and Saiteja Mukamalla picks up another single. Shubham Ranjane is back on strike. 2 more deliveries left in this over. Shot this time pulled away by Ranjane out towards deep mid wicket. It's in the gap. Good fielding. Really good fielding there at deep mid wicket. And Shubham Ranjane picks up another couple of runs. So Shubham Ranjane now has, with those couple of runs, has completed 1001 T20 runs, and a very congratulations to him as well. Last ball of the over coming up for completing the 1000 runs. Congratulations. This time driven again towards point, and Shubham Ranjane picks up another single to finish the over. 5 runs came from that over from Shadley Van Schal Quick. And Texas Super Kings are 73 for 2 after 9 overs. So Andre Russell is back into the attack, into his second over now. This time punched again down the ground, straight to mid-off. Another dot ball to start the over. The previous over, Saiteja Mukamalla played his shot. But now Shubham Ranjane is on strike. Hasn't hit a boundary so far, Shubham Ranjane. Again driven straight to the fielder at mid-off. Back-to-back dot balls to start this over. This time comes down the wicket, flicks it away leg side towards deep mid wicket. And Shubham Ranjane picks up another single. Three more deliveries left in this over. Oh, it's gone off the outer half of the bat. There was a chance of a run out there, but nope. And two more deliveries left in this over. Looking for boundaries here. Boundaries have dried up a little bit. This time again, driven down the ground straight to mid-off. Again, dot balls are continuing for Texas Super Kings. Oh, wide down the leg side. Oh, well stopped. Really well stopped by the wicket keeper. But it is a wide, so Andre Russell has to reload that one again. The last ball of the over. Flicked away by Saedeja Mukamalla. It's in the gap. Deep mid wicket does well. And Texas Super Kings are 76 for 2 after 10 overs at the halfway mark of this innings. And it's also the time for the drinks break. So you come back, welcome back to the end of the drinks break, and Karmi Lerox is into his third over. Saiteja Mukamalla nearing his half century here. And this partnership now 53 from 42 balls between Saiteja Mukamalla and Shubham Ranjane. After facing 22 balls, after facing 21 balls, finally hitting his first 6. Third ball of the over. Has driven again out towards deep extra covers. And good fielding at deep extra covers. He'll come back for 2. Saiteja Mukamalla will pick up another couple of runs. A 50 partnership has also come up between these 3 balls between Saiteja Mukamalla and Shubham Ranjane. This time driven again down the ground by Mukamalla towards long off. Another single. 10 runs have come from this over. Still 2 balls left. Short and wide, cut away again. Again, straight to the fielders has been the thing, isn't it, in this partnership? Batters finding fielders at regular intervals. One more delivery left in this over. Coming up, this channel is live. Oh, going for the pull shot, appeal for LBW. That's straying down the leg side, I think, big time. They will want to have a think about whether they want to go for the review or not, but they're not going to go for it. 11 runs came from that over from Karmi Lerox. And Texas Super Kings are 91 for 2 after 12 overs. Well, they have gone for the review here. But there was no way that was going to be out. Multiple factors in that, height factor, and also the ball might be missing the stumps. It needs to be completely hitting the stumps for the decision to be overturned. No bat involved, but height seems to be a factor in that. And the ball is pitching outside leg. So the decision won't be out. The ball is pitching outside leg. So they have lost a review. A very interesting decision to go for the review actually for Los Angeles Knight Riders. Because that was no way going to be out. 11 runs came from that over from Karmi Lerox. And Texas Super Kings are 91 for 2 after 12 overs. So this partnership now 57 from 46 balls between Saiteja Mukamalla and Shubham Ranjane. Saiteja Mukamalla 48 from 34 balls. Shubham Ranjane has struggled his way to 21 and just hit a 6 in the previous over. So Shadley Van Schalkwijk is now into his last over, has figures of none for 12 in his 3 overs. Hasn't picked up wickets, but has been very economical so far in this innings. And he's going to come over the wicket to Shubham Ranjane. That's back at the length, and Ranjane hits it down the ground to long off and picks up another single. Mukamalla is back on strike. The current run rate 7.56. The second ball of the over. Looking for the drive there. Batter the single. Third ball of the over. This time again driven back to the bowler. And another dot ball from Shadley Vanchal quick. So 2 runs from the first 3 balls of this over. I don't know whether to call this conservative batting or not, but definitely Texas Super Kings need to improve their strike rates a little bit. The Saiteja Mukamala is still there, but I don't know whether he's getting enough support from the other end. And all these dot balls and singles in modern day T20 cricket, you need to really find the boundaries, really need to play attacking cricket. That's back of the line, flicked away. Chance of run out of the bowler's end. Directed, could have been close, but misses the stumps. Ranjane again looking to for the quick single. Almost. Directed would have been gone, in fact. Directed would have been gone, but nevertheless picked up the single. Last ball of the over. It's an inside edge again towards long on. And Saiteja Mukamalla picks up another single to finish the over. It's also a half century for Saiteja Mukamalla. He's been that one opener who has just stayed there. Despite wickets falling at the other end. Despite runs drying up at the other end. It doesn't matter for Saiteja Mukamalla. 50 from 40 balls with 6 boundaries and 2 maximums at a strike rate of 125, and he needs to, Texas Super Kings will be hoping that he can stay there till the end. So 5 runs did come from that over, and Texas Super Kings are 96 for 2 after 13 overs. Well, just talking about all those runouts where the fielders miss the direct hits. And nowadays batters, they just, they leave it to the fielders, as they say. The fielders, more often than not, they miss the direct hit. So the batters tend to give up, and then they tend to make their ground. The thing is, the probability or the percentage of fielders hitting a direct hit has become very less. That the batters, they just give it up. They say as if you are telling the fielder, if you are good enough, you hit the stumps directly. Otherwise, I will survive. That is what the batters are telling when they give up while running between the wickets. And Jason Holder now back into the attack, into his third over. And Ranjane smashes it through the covers for 4. That's a great shot. That ball rests across into the boundary for 4. 100 comes up for Texas Super Kings. 100 comes up in 13.1 overs at the loss of 2 wickets. And still 41 more balls left, and this is looking like a promising partnership for Texas Super Kings. This time it's punched again, straight to point, straight to covers. And oh, that's pulled in the air, high on the bat, taken at mid-off. Was looking to flat bat it down the ground probably, but got it high on the bat. And Shubham Ranjane has to go here. The third wicket goes down for Texas Super Kings. And it's Jason Holder who gets the breakthrough, breaks this partnership. It was looking like a really good partner, completing the catch at mid-off. But a really good knock, a really good partnership has come to an end. Shubham Ranjane is out after scoring 28 from 30 balls. And Texas Super Kings are 100 for 3 after 11.3 overs. And Texas Super Kings are 100 for 3 after 13.3 overs. Donovan Ferreira is the new batter to the crease, coming in at number 5. We know his capabilities. Good finisher with the bat. This time Donovan Ferreira tries it towards deep extra covers and gets off the mark with a single. The big Don is a finisher. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. Saiteja Mukamalla is back on strike. Again on the stumps, it's kind of defended towards point. And Saiteja Mukamalla picks up another single. The 6 runs have come from this over, including the wicket of Shubham Ranjane. Still 1 ball left. Last ball of the over, and this time defended again towards point, and Donovan Ferreira picks up another single to finish the over. 7 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Shubham Ranjane. And the Texas Super Kings are 103 for 3 after 14 overs. It's still 6 more overs to go. So Sunil Narayan is back into the attack now for Los Angeles Knight Riders. Donovan Ferreira defends it back to the bowler. Another dot ball to start the over. This time again punched back to the bowler. Another dot ball from Sunil Narayan. So Narayan changing his angle now, coming around the wicket to Donovan Ferreira. Edged and taken at slip, and another wicket falls. Sunil Narayan gets the breakthrough. His second wicket today. Donovan Ferreira looking to take him on, but only managing to edge it through to Andre Russell at slip. And what a big wicket this is! We all know how dangerous Donovan Ferreira can be towards the end of an innings. But he has been dismissed, and how often does Sunil Narayan do this? Every time he's brought into the attack, he picks up wickets like this. And Texas Super Kings sliding into further trouble here. Donovan Ferreira out for 2. And Texas Super Kings are 103 for 4 after 14.3 overs. So Ian Mulder is the new batter to the crease, coming in at number 6 for the Texas Super Kings. This time it's a quicker ball and flicked away by Ian Mulder towards deep mid wicket and gets off the mark with a single. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. As an inside edge from Saiteja Mukamalla. And Saiteja Mukamalla picks up another couple of runs. It's good running between the wickets. So last ball of the over. Ooh, extra bounce there for Narayan. And another dot ball to finish the over. 3 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Big Don, Donovan Ferreira. And Texas Super Kings are 106 for 4 after 15 overs. So Andre Russell is back into the attack now, into his 3rd over. And Ian Mulder again punches it towards deep extra covers and picks up another single to start the over. This time Mukamalla hits it high up in the air. Not enough timing, the ball lands safely. And Saiteja Mukamalla will pick up another couple of runs. The 3rd ball of the over goes again. That's a cleaner strike in the slot from Andre Russell. And Saiteja Mukamalla has looked in really good touch today. Picks up another maximum. Straight over long off for 6. Terrific shot from Saiteja Mukamalla. This time back of the length, and Saiteja Mukamalla punches it towards the point and picks up another single. So Ian Mulder is back on strike. Shot this time, pulled away by Ian Mulder. It's in the gap, 1 bounce and 4. 2 short on that occasion from Andre Russell. And Mulder found the gap beautifully. And this is turning out to be a good over for Texas Super Kings. 14 runs have come from this over. Still 1 ball left. The last ball of the over is driven again down the ground, but oh, good fielding. So another dot ball to finish that over, but 14 runs came from that over from Andre Russell, and Texas Super Kings are 120 for 4 after 16 overs. Sunil Narayan now into his last over. Mukamalla goes for the switch hit and gets it away for 4. No one there at deep point. And Saiteja Mukamalla improvises and starts the over with a boundary. It's not an easy thing to improvise against a bowler like Sunil Narayan, that is for sure, but he's done it really well here. This time Mukamalla punches it out towards deep extra covers, and they might want to push for 2 here, and Saiteja Mukamalla will pick up another couple of runs. This time short and wide, cut away again, out towards deep extra covers, and picks up another boundary. Once again, really well played on the back foot by Saiteja Mukamalla. Second boundary in this over, and Sunil Narayan being put under pressure here. Ooh, this time a little bit of an inside edge towards short fine leg. And another dot ball from Sunil Narayan. This time flicked away past short leg. And Saiteja Mukamalla picks up another single. Just past that fielder at short leg there. Wian Mulder is back on strike. Last ball of the over. And Mulder again defends it off the front foot towards covers and picks up another single to finish the over. 12 runs came from that over from Sunil Narayan. And he finishes his spell 2 for 22 in his 4 overs. And Texas Super Kings are 132 for 4 after 17 overs. Jason Holder back into the attack to bowl the 18th over. And Mulder hits it down the ground, straight down the ground for 4. That's a great way to start the over from Wian Mulder. Full delivery there from Jason Holder. Wian Mulder using his feet and starts the over with the boundary. This time it's a short ball, it's pulled away by Wian Mulder out towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. Oh, Mukamalla goes big and gets hold of that beautifully, almost on the roof of the stadium, just inside probably. But Mukamalla picks up another 6, moves to 79 from 52 balls. What an innings this is. His 4th maximum in this innings was right in the slot from Jason Holder and put away once again. This time it slices it away out towards deep extra covers, and Saiteja Mukamalla picks up another single, moves to 80 from 53 balls. This is a quality innings here, taking the Texas Super Kings to a competitive total. Wian Mulder is back on strike. Oh, now Mulder goes big, goes high and handsome. All the way for 6. Second 6 in this over. Wian Mulder this time. Getting into the act. 150 comes up for Texas Super Kings. 150 comes up in 17.5 overs. Outstanding ball striking from both these batters. This time it's short and Mulder pulls it down the ground to long on and picks up another single to finish the over. 19 runs came from that over from Jason Holder, and Texas Super Kings are 151 for 4 after 18 overs. So 2 more overs left in this innings. Andre Russell is going to be bowling the penultimate over for the Los Angeles Knight Riders. Wayan Mulder is on strike. The penultimate over from Andre Russell. That's a wide down the leg side. Andre Russell has to reload that one again. This time it's a full toss and he got a hand on it by Andre Russell. I cannot take the single. Another dot ball from Andre Russell. So 4 more deliveries left in this over. This time drives it down the ground towards long off, and Wayan Mulder picks up another single. The 50 partnership comes up between these two batters. Partnership of 50 from 24 balls between Saiteja Mukamalla and Wayan Mulder, helping the Texas Super Kings probably get to 180 from here. Oh, gives himself room looking for the uppercut. It was a bouncer from Andre Russell. And another dot ball. So 3 more deliveries left in this over. There's a possibility of Mukamalla also to get to a century if he can connect a few big shots from here. Oh, he goes again. He goes big. How far has he got it? He hasn't got it long enough. It's taken at long on. And it brings to an end a magnificent knock from Saiteja Mukamalla. Mistimed it big time there. Rovman Powell settling himself at long off, settling himself at long on and completing the catch. And Andre Russell breaks this partnership. Saiteja Mukamalla has to go. He had no other option. It's the penultimate over. So he had to go for the big shot. But holds out at long on there. The 2 West Indians doing really well. Rovman Powell and Andre Russell. Saiteja Mukamalla is out after scoring 80 from 55 balls, and Texas Super Kings are 153 for 5 after 18.4 overs. So Dion Forrester, the new batter, to the crease. And straight away goes for the pull. It's in the gap for 4. That's what they need. The new batters cannot waste any time because this is the penultimate over. So you straight away need to go for your shots. And Dion Forrester gets off the mark with a boundary. Oh, that's edge, fast third man. And that'll run away for 4 as well. Back-to-back boundaries. To finish the over, some luck also going the way of Dion Forrester there. 10 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Sai Teja Mukamalla. And Texas Super Kings are 161 for 5 after 19 overs with 1 more over to go. So Carmi Lerox is going to be bowling the final over of this innings. Wian Mulder will be on strike. So can Texas Super Kings get to 180 from here? That is the big question. The last over. Wian Mulder hits it high in the air. Hasn't got timing on it. The ball lands safely. 1 bounce to deep extra covers. And Mulder picks up another single to start the over. So Dion Forrester is back on strike. 5 more deliveries left in this innings. The second ball of the over coming up. The second ball of the over. Oh, that's right up in the block hole. That's right up in the block hole. It's gone through the legs towards the keeper. And Dion Forrester picks up another single. The third ball of the over. Oh, slow ball. It's given as a wide because Wian Mulder has moved across to the off stump, looking to hit it leg side. A wide given by the umpire. Oh, another wide. Another wide, back-to-back wides from Carmi Larocks. Once again has to reload that one. Still 4 more deliveries. 4 more deliveries left in this innings. Oh, that's in the slot. And Mulder goes down the ground for 6. If you err your length at this time, the batters will make you pay. That was right up there in the slot to be hit. And Wian Mulder picks up another maximum, takes the Texas Super Kings past 170. The extra balls are costing big time for Knight Riders. Still 3 more deliveries left in this innings. This time again, Mulder goes down the ground. It's 1 bounce to long on. And Mulder picks up another single. Oh my goodness, there's an overthrows as well. The throw was fumbled by the keeper. And they'll get an extra run. This is very, very sloppy from the Los Angeles Knight Riders. Couple of runs completed for Wian Mulder. Well, the throw was coming in from the field. The keeper should have collected it, but it's just gone through the keeper. Completely fumbled it, extra run, and keeps Wian Mulder on strike. 5th ball of the over coming up over the wicket. Oh, Mulder swings and misses. Mulder swings and misses. There's a dot ball at this stage from Carmi Larocks. And still 1 more delivery left in this innings now. 12 runs have come from this last over so far. So last ball of the innings coming up. Mulder, oh again, swings and misses, can't take the single. Excellent last 2 balls from Carmi Larocks. 2 back-to-back dot balls to finish off the innings. 12 runs came from the last over from Carmi Larocks. But Texas Super Kings will be happy. I mean, those middle overs there, it looked like they had slowed down drastically in their innings. But they have managed to get their way to 173 for 5 at the end of their 20 overs. A good cameo towards the end from Wian Mulder. Unable to make connection on the last 2 balls of the innings. If he had done that, maybe they could have gotten past 180. But still 173 for 5 is kind of a decent total. You cannot rule that one out. But in all honesty, a youngster has stepped up today for Texas Super Kings. Saiteja Mukamalla with an outstanding knock of 80 from 55 balls with 8 boundaries and 4 maximums at a strike rate of 145.45. Faf du Plessis again unable to make a contribution. He scored only 14. He scored only 14 runs. Riley Russo, his poor form with the bat is continuing for an eternity now, in all honesty. Just 2 runs from 3 balls. And Shubham Ranjane, 28 from 30 balls. Donovan Ferreira unable to contribute today. Just imagine if Donovan Ferreira had contributed, they could have gotten past 180, 190, but he was out for 2. Again, Sunil Narayan special, he keeps on doing it all the time, isn't it? Always picks up those important wickets. But Wian Mulder towards the end, unbeaten on 29 from 16 balls with 2 boundaries and 2 maximums. It helped Texas Super Kings get to 173 for 5 at the end of their 20 overs. So now if you look at the bowling of the Los Angeles Knight Riders, Sunil Narayan, the pick of the bowlers every time. His economy is 6 and below 6. It's something which he has been managing to do consistently. 2 for 22 in his 4 overs. Jason Holder 2 for 48 in his 4 overs. Carmi Larocks none for 41 in his 4 overs. Andre Russell 1 for 42 in his 4 overs. And Shadley Van Schalkwijk, also another pick of the bowlers. Couldn't pick up a wicket, but none for 17 in his 4 overs as well. So Los Angeles Knight Riders, when they come out to bat, will need 174 runs to win this match from their full quota of 20 overs to pick up their third win in MLC 2026 and make that mid-table a little bit of a muddle. We'll be back again shortly to cover the run chase. Until then, please stay tuned. Hi guys, welcome back to the run chase here. Los Angeles Knight Riders need 174 runs to win this match from their full quota of 20 overs, and Colin Munro and Andre Fletcher are opening the batting for Los Angeles Knight Riders. Wayan Mulder is bowling the first over for Texas Super Kings and starts the innings with a dot ball. Second ball of the over coming up. This time driven away by Colin Munro out towards deep point. Colin Munro gets off the mark with a single, and Los Angeles Knight Riders also off the mark with a single. So Andre Fletcher is back on strike. This time again back of the length, flicked away towards short fine leg, and Andre Fletcher also gets off the mark with a single. This time it's flicked away again towards deep square leg, and another single for Colin Munro. The two more deliveries left in this over. Andre Fletcher is back on strike. This time driven again, it's through the gap, it's in the gap. They might want to push for two here. Andre Fletcher will pick up another couple of runs. Good running between the wickets. Couple of runs for Andre Fletcher. The match is still going on, so we still don't know who is going to win. This is a live match which is going on, not any highlights. So we'll get to know the winner. We'll follow the game. One more delivery left in this over. The last ball of the over. In fact, they completed 3 runs of the previous ball. Oh, that's a dot ball to finish the over. Munro looking to flick it away. So another dot ball to finish the over. 6 runs came from that over from Wayan Mulder. And Los Angeles Knight Riders are 6 without loss after 1 over. So Adam Milne is going to be bowling the second over for Texas Super Kings. Andre Fletcher is on strike. Adam Milne over the wicket to Andre Fletcher. Oh, stops in his follow through. So first ball of the over again coming up. Driven down the ground by Andre Fletcher. Straight to mid-off. Another dot ball to start the over. This time it's on the pads, flicked away by Andre Fletcher. Deep square leg coming around. And Andre Fletcher pushing for 2. Oh, that's a very, very wild throw. Very, very wild throw. And Andre Fletcher picks up another couple of runs. If the throw had been a little more accurate, then Fletcher could have been in trouble. The fielder apologizing. Oh, he's cleaned him up. The very next ball goes straight through the defense of Andre Fletcher. Full and straight from Adam Milne. And I think there was a little bit of an inside edge there for Andre Fletcher, but his poor form is continuing here with the bat. Hasn't had a good tournament so far. And goes straight through his defenses, castles the leg stump in the process. And that is exactly what Texas Super Kings wanted. They needed early wickets to try and put pressure on this Los Angeles Knight Riders batting lineup. Andre Fletcher is gone after scoring 6 runs from 5 balls. His poor form with the bat continues in this tournament. And LAKR are 8 for 1 after 1.3 overs. Well, even Los Angeles Knight Riders have struggled in their batting department in the last few games. They got bowled out for 108 against Washington Freedom. So their batting has been a problem. Unmukt Chand is the new batter to the crease, coming in at number 3. Making a comeback into the playing 11 today, Unmukt Chand. If anyone remembers him from that 2012 the men's under-19 Cricket World Cup victory, he performed so well in that final. But unfortunately after that his career couldn't take an upward curve. He couldn't play for India, he couldn't play at the senior level. He will be remembered as an under-19 World Cup winner in 2012, but nothing more than that. He played a few IPL seasons for Mumbai Indians, but even there it tapered off. As we see here, it's an appeal for LBW. One leg buys it will be. Unmukt Chand picks up another single. But glad to see Unmukt Chand playing in this particular league. In fact, he's I think migrated to the US and trying to represent US national team as well. Because he's not able to get chance in the Indian team, so that's why he has shifted countries and he has gone to the US. That is the thing actually, like Unmukt Chand and Prithvi Shaw, 2 live examples of players who had such a good starting but couldn't take off to the highest level. Oh, that's a good pickup shot from Colin Munro. High up in the air, and that's gone all the way for 6. Over square leg for 6. A superb pickup shot there. It was a length ball from Adam Milne. And the first 6 of this innings for Los Angeles Knight Riders comes to the bat of Colin Munro. The last ball of the over is on the stumps and driven back to the bowler. Another dot ball from Adam Milne to finish the over. So 9 runs came from that over from Adam Milne, including the wicket of Andre Fletcher. And and Los Angeles Knight Riders are 15 for 1 after 2 overs. So yeah, coming back to what I was talking about, Unmukt Chand, Prithvi Shaw, these kind of examples where they were supposed to be future legends, but they haven't lived up to that expectation. And now we have a Vaibhav Suryavanshi at 15 years of age, is breaking all kinds of records at the highest level. He has already won the orange cap in the IPL. So we just need to hope that he can maintain this consistency and try and do well at the highest level. You don't want him to fade away like many promising talents. That is the one worry which people will have for that is the one fear which people will have for Vaibhav Suryavanshi, because he's still so young. That's driven beautifully again. Good fielding at covers. Another dot ball to start the over. Abhimanyu Lamba, the new bowler, into the attack. So Unmukt Chand is still not yet off the mark. 0 from 2 balls. He needs to play an important role in this run chase, you would think. Again looking for the drive. Unable to make connection. Another dot ball from Abhimanyu Lamba. Colin Munro has completed 12,002 runs in T20 cricket. That is a big achievement for Colin Munro. This time again back of the length, Unmukt Chand punches it straight to point. 3 dot balls in a row from Abhimanyu Lamba. So yeah, just we need to hope that Vaibhav Suryavanshi can maintain the consistency. He has already won the Under-19 World Cup. He has won the orange cap. So he shouldn't get carried away with all these things, because there are many promising talents that promise first and then fade away next. That shouldn't happen. Oh, that's a good shot. Down the ground, all the way for 6. In the slot from Abhimanyu Lamba. And what a shot that is from Unmukt Chand. Vintage Unmukt Chand on show there. In fact, it's given as a boundary. So he gets off the mark with a boundary here, Unmukt Chand. This time driven again. Oh, a little bit of a misfield at covers. And Unmukt Chand picks up another single. The Colin Munro is back on strike. Last ball of the over coming up. And this time flicked away again towards square leg. And Colin Munro picks up another single to finish the over. So 6 runs came from that over from Abhimanyu Lamba. And Los Angeles Knight Riders are 21 for 1 after 3 overs. So Adam Milne now into his second over. And again Munro drives it straight to covers. Another dot ball to start the over. Now this time driven down the ground past mid-off, and that'll run away for 4. Really well played. Really good shot down the ground there. Colin Munro looking a little dangerous here, and picks up his first boundary in this innings to go with 1-6 as well. This time it's short, it's pulled in the air, out towards deep mid wicket, 1 bounce to deep mid wicket, and Colin Munro picks up another single. Unmukt Chand is back on strike. Always nostalgic to watch Unmukt Chand bat, that is for sure. So 3 more deliveries left in this over. He's hit a boundary so far, Unmukt Chand. Oh, it's in the air but wide of the bowler. Not far away from being a cotton bowled there, in all honesty. It's another dot ball from Adam Milne. Two more deliveries left in this over. Oh, that's an absolute jaffa. Beats the outside edge of Unmukt Chand. It's another dot ball from Adam Milne. So last ball of the over coming up. Edged. I think lands short of slip. It will be another dot ball to finish that over. So 5 runs came from that over from Adam Milne, and Los Angeles Knight Riders are 26 for 1 after 4 overs. So Amshi De Silva is the new bowler into the attack for Texas Super Kings, and this time driven again by Colin Munro straight to covers. Another dot ball to start the over from Amshi De Silva. Ooh, comes down the wicket, swings and misses. Back-to-back dot balls to start the over. Oh, again extra bounce. Extra bounce for Amshi De Silva. 3 consecutive dot balls to start this over. Still good bowling from these fast bowlers of Texas Super Kings. Three more deliveries left in this over. This time punched again down the ground towards mid-off, and another dot ball from Amshi De Silva. Two more deliveries left in this over. This time driven again towards the point. Deep extra covers in fact comes around, and Colin Munro picks up another couple of runs. So last ball of the over coming up from Amshi De Silva. Oh, inside edge towards short fine leg. Another dot ball to finish the over. Two runs came from that over from Amshi De Silva, and Los Angeles Knight Riders are 28 for 1 after 5 overs. So Abhimanyu Lamba continuing into his second over. Unmukt Chand back on strike. That's down the track again, and Chand flicks it straight to mid-wicket. Another dot ball to start the over. Oh, it's driven over the top, over mid-off, and that'll run away for 4. Right in the hitting zone of Unmukt Chand. Hits through the line beautifully there, clearing that fielder at mid-off, and picks up his second boundary in this innings. Oh, that squared him up that squared him up a little bit. How did that miss the outside edge? It's gone through to the keeper and another dot ball from Abhimanyu Lamba. Three more deliveries left in this over. That's edged. Down to third man, that'll be 4. So fortune also favouring Unmukh Chand a little bit. Second boundary in this over. That squared him up once again. But he's nicked it towards deep third man for another boundary. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. That's pulled away again, leg side, deep square leg coming around. It's really good fielding at deep square leg. And Unmukh Chand will pick up another couple of runs. So 1 more delivery left in this over. The last ball of the over coming up. This time driven again straight to point. Another dot ball to finish the over. 10 runs came from that over from Abhimanyu Lamba. And Los Angeles Knight Riders are 38 for 1 after 6 overs after the power play. So the required run rate is 9.71 and Unmukh Chand is a runner ball 15. Colin Munro runner ball 16. So Dion Forrester is the new bowler into the attack now for Texas Super Kings. Colin Munro is on strike. Dion Forrester over the wicket to Colin Munro. This time driven again back to the bowler. Another dot ball to start the over. This time flicked away towards deep mid wicket, and again Munro picks up another single. So Unmukh Chand is back on strike. So third ball of the over. This time again driven towards covers, towards point. And Unmukh Chand picks up another single. They need to be careful before the required run rate gets out of hand, when the required run rate is nearing 10. And these two batters are batting very slowly, in all honesty. Colin Munro 17 from 18 balls, Unmukh Chand runner ball 16. At some stage you need to go for the boundaries. Consistent boundaries. That is what is needed. Oh, again looking to pull it away. Appeal for LBW, but the height could be a factor. But more importantly, it's another dot ball. And this is what I'm talking about. Very slow batting from both these batters. Required run rate is now above 10. You need to be careful not to allow the required run rate to climb up to a stage where it becomes ungettable. It becomes unreachable target. This time it's full, it's driven down the ground towards long off, and Colin Munro picks up another single. So last ball of the over coming up. Last ball of the over. This time guided again towards point. Unmukh Chand picks up another single to finish the over. Excellent over from Dion Forrester. Just 4 runs came from that over, and Los Angeles Knight Riders are 42 for 1 after 7 overs. So Donovan Ferreira is the new bowler into the attack, and maybe this is the over that the Los Angeles Knight Riders should be looking to target. Part-time spinner around the wicket. And that's punched again by Unmukh Chand out towards deep extra covers, and picks up another single to start the over. So still only taking the singles. Required run rate 10.21 now. It's becoming tougher and tougher. I don't know what Colin Munro is up to. Okay, I can understand Unmukh Chand playing like this. And what about Colin Munro? He has more experience. He needs to at least go for the shots, isn't it? But he again flicks it away like side. Can only pick up another single. The required run rate is increasing. Time and again it's increasing. Third ball of the over. It's driven again straight to the fielder. Another dot ball. So 3 more deliveries left in this over. Who stops and has followed through? Donovan Ferreira. I'm really not able to understand what Unmukh Chand is doing actually. He's hit 3 boundaries. But is that enough in T20s? Oh, looks for a switch hit. Misses it altogether. It's another dot ball from Donovan Ferreira. Well, really struggling here in all honesty, these two batters. Only going to put more pressure, you would think, on Los Angeles Knight Riders. That's driven in the air. Long off is underneath it. Takes the catch. And Donovan Ferreira breaks the partnership. Pressure was continuously mounting on both these batters. Just not hold out at long off. And the Texas Super Kings strike once again. It's Donovan Ferreira. He has this ability of picking up important wickets and breaks this partnership. Not the most convincing of partnerships, that is for sure. 36 from 38 balls, that partnership has been broken. So Unmukt Chand is gone after scoring 18 runs from 21 balls, and Los Angeles Knight Riders are now 2 down for 44 after 7.5 overs. Now what will they do with Unmukt Chand in the next game? That is the big. He is a good batter, Matthew Tromp. At the moment, you would think that Texas Super Kings are looking in control of this game. The last ball of the over coming up. Wicket ball again flicked away straight to mid-wicket. Another dot ball to finish the over. So just 2 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Unmukt Chand. Los Angeles Knight Riders really struggling here. 44 for 2 after 8 overs. So Dion Forrester continuing into his second over, and has flicked away again down the ground to long on, and Colin Munro picks up another single. Singles are not going to do it. I think the pressure was clearly building on Unmukt Chand, and I don't know, we are not able to see the old version of Unmukt Chand anymore. I think the nostalgic version of Unmukt Chand may not return again, because he really struggled today. This is not the Unmukt Chand that we know him for. It's one of the reasons why his career never picked up, isn't it? He could not progress to the next level. It just stagnated like that. He played a few seasons of IPL, and then even from the IPL he was sidelined. Even in the IPL he was getting unsold after that. So third ball of the over is driven again by Matthew Tromp straight to covers. Another dot ball from Dion Forrester. So yeah, coming back to Unmukt Chand, he played a few seasons of IPL. He was in fact part of the championship winning team of Mumbai Indians in 2015. But unfortunately, even from the IPL, he got unsold, and then that is it. He became like a forgotten hero. And then suddenly he migrated to the US and said, you know what? Okay, if I'm not able to play for India, I will play for US national team. And that is how he's playing in this MLC now. But I don't think that's going to do anything for his cause, because his career is all but over, you would think. He's just playing for his own passion. That is for sure. So Matthew Tromp gets off the mark with a single. A direct hit could have been, it could have been trouble for Colin Munro there. But again, another good over for Texas Super Kings. Just 3 runs coming from this over. Last ball of the over coming up. Goes for the pull shot. Munro towards deep mid wicket for another single to finish the over. In fact, still one more delivery left in this over. And Matthew Tromp is back on strike. He can strike the ball big. We have seen that. Required run rate has gone up above 11. Last ball of the over. Swings and misses. Another dot ball to finish the over. Just 3 runs came from that over from Dian Forrester. And Los Angeles Knight Riders very struggling big time at the moment. 47 for 2 after 9 overs. So Donovan Ferreira continuing into his third over. Munro again drives it straight to covers. Another dot ball to start the over. And now Colin Munro goes high up in the air. Hasn't timed it at all. Oh my goodness, it's been put down. It's been put down at deep mid wicket. Should have been the simplest of catches to take. The pressure was building. Brought about the false shot there of Colin Munro. And somehow the catch has been put down. That is an absolute dolly, absolute sitter. That should have been taken, but it has been put down. This time Matthew Tromp advances down the wicket, hits it down the ground to long off and picks up another single. Colin Munro survives, and can he make most of that lifeline? That is the big question. This time again defended on the front foot, back to the bowler. Another dot ball. But I don't think they mind dropping Colin Munro, because if Colin Munro can continue playing like this, then Texas Super Kings will be saying, you know what? Never mind if I dropped you, you keep playing, you keep taking singles and keep playing test match. It's okay for us. That is what Texas Super Kings will be telling themselves. But jokes apart, this is turning out to be a ridiculous innings from Colin Munro. The required run rate climbing above 12 now. 50 comes up for Los Angeles Knight Riders. 50 comes up in 9.5 overs at the loss of 2 wickets. Required run rate has climbed up and above 12. I mean, jokes apart, this is turning out to be a very ridiculous knock from Munro. This time it's punched again by Matthew Tromp down the ground to long off and picks up another single to finish the over. 4 runs came from that over from Donovan Ferreira. And Los Angeles Knight Riders are 51 for 2 after 10 overs at the halfway mark of this innings, needing another 123 more runs to win from the last 10 overs. And it's also the time for the drinks break. So we come to the end of the drinks break and Dian Forrester is into his third over. There was a sixth hit by Matthew Tromp to start this over, but then 8 runs have come from the first 3 balls of this over. So the required run rate has gone above 12. It's 12.11. They need plenty more of those big shots, big overs. Goes again, it's high up in the air, hasn't got timing on it. It's gone miles up in the air and it's taken. It's taken by Donovan Ferreira at long on. Very safe pair of hands. Donovan Ferreira completes the catch and Dian Forrester gets the breakthrough. Matthew Tromp, he just did a 6 in this over, was looking to go again, but only got height on it, didn't get the distance. And the Knight Riders, only they know what they are doing here. Outstanding reverse cup catch from Donovan Ferreira, and Texas Super Kings right on top in this game. Third wicket goes down for Los Angeles Knight Riders. Matthew Tromp is out for a run of ball 11, and Los Angeles Knight Riders are 59 for 3 after 10.4 overs. So Rovman Powell is the new batter to the crease, coming in at number 5. And this time defended again towards point. Another dot ball from Dian Forrester. Well, Rovman Powell has the capability to play the big shots. The last ball of the over. Shot again, pulled away by Powell. Towards deep square leg for 4. No one back there at deep square leg. And Rovman Powell ends the over with a boundary, gets off the mark with a boundary as well to finish the over. 12 runs came from that over from Dian Forrester, including the wicket of Matthew Tromp. And Los Angeles Knight Riders are 63 for 3 after 11 overs. Well, the required run rate is above 12. Donovan Ferreira now continuing. The Munro uses his feet, hits it down the ground to long on, and picks up another single to start the over. Really, it's a strange kind of an innings here from Colin Munro. Rovman Powell is back on strike, second ball of the over. And this time punched again towards deep extra covers, and Rovman Powell picks up another single. This time cut away again, down the ground to long off. Another single for Colin Munro. This time short and wide. cut away towards deep extra covers. Looking for 2 here, Rahman Powell. And they will get 2. Another couple of runs for Rahman Powell. This time Fullen on the pads, flicked away again by Powell, out towards deep mid wicket, and picks up another single. Down the track, over long on for 6. So finally Colin Munro got hold of one. He's been rotating the strike, playing out dot balls all this while, but he decided to use his feet there. And a much needed 6 to finish the over brings the equation requirement under 100 runs now. 99 needed from the last 8 overs. 12 runs came from that over from Donovan Ferreira, and Los Angeles Knight Riders are 75 for 3 after 12 overs. This time Powell lets it away leg side towards deep mid wicket. Good fielding at deep mid wicket, and Rahman Powell will pick up another couple of runs to start the over. This time driven again by Munro towards covers, and picks up another single. Well, that's right in the slot, and Powell goes big. Goes very, very high and very, very long. This is what he's capable of. Amshi De Silva, Los Angeles Knight Riders. Away, but towards short fine leg. And another dot ball from Amshi De Silva. Good comeback, bowled it back of the length there. This time it's pulled away leg side towards deep square leg, and Rahman Powell picks up another single. So last ball of the over. Oh, that's an uppercut. That's gone all the way. Just use the pace. Colin Munro, it sailed over third man for 6. Now that drop catch of Colin Munro will start hurting Texas Super Kings now. The catch was put down. It might not have looked that costly at that time, but it will look costly now, that is for sure, for 3 after 13 overs. Well, now Powell goes big. That's gone all the way as well. So now suddenly this game is turning on its head. Yet another 6 to start the over. Wian Mulder back into the attack for back into the attack for Texas Super Kings. But it doesn't matter for Rovman Powell. Picks up his second 6 in this innings. This time he goes again, goes high and handsome over deep square leg, back-to-back 6s from Rovman Powell, and within a matter of 2 overs, this game has turned on its head. It's back in favor of Los Angeles Knight Riders, you would think. What a heist this is with the bat from Powell. Outstanding hitting, 100 comes up for Los Angeles Knight Riders. 100 comes up in 13.2 overs at the loss of 3 wickets. This time extra bounce, guided towards deep third man for 4. 6-6-4 from very expensive start to this over here for Wian Mulder. This time short and wide, it's cut away again, 4 more. 6-6-4-4 from Rovman Powell. 50 partnership comes up, would you believe it? Partnership of 53 from 18 balls. And this game has turned on its head. Wian Mulder is feeling the pressure. .62 needed from the last 38 balls for Los Angeles Knight Riders. Big problems for Faf du Plessis with Wian Mulder going for runs like this. Has cut away again straight to point, and Powell will pick up another single. Because if you are using Wian Mulder as a full-time bowling option, then this can be a problem, because he is not a main bowler. He is kind of a fill-in bowler. And if you're dependent on a fill-in bowler to bowl his full quota of 4 overs, then that is not a good situation to be in. Last ball of the over coming up. And Colin Munro drives it past covers, towards deep extra covers again. And picks up another single to finish the over. But what an expensive over that is. 22 runs. Have they picked up a single or a couple of runs? Just a single to finish the over. So 22 runs came from that over from Ian Mulder. And Los Angeles Knight Riders are 114 for 3 after 14 overs. 60 more runs needed from the last 6 overs is looking a lot more comfortable for LAKR now. So Colin Munro's on strike. Abhimanyu Lamba is back into the attack for Texas Super Kings. It's down the track and he slices it in the gap for 4. Found the gap beautifully there. Colin Munro starts the over with a boundary. The way he has switched gears is simply unbelievable. And how this game is turning on its head. Texas Super Kings bowlers now suddenly looking clueless. This time Munro drives it out towards deep extra covers and picks up another couple of runs. So suddenly from a position which looked, from a position which looked very, very tough for the Los Angeles Knight Riders, has suddenly become favorable. 53 needed from 33. There's Rahman Powell back on strike. So 3 more deliveries left in the over. Rahman Powell is back on strike. Full toss there. It's flicked away by Rahman Powell. Picks up another single. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. Colin Munro is back on strike. New Lamba has to reload that one again, given as a wide by the umpire. Well, this over may not be as expensive. If you're trusting Ian Mulder to be a main bowling option, then that is not going to work. Abhimanyu Lamba still has 1 over left after this. Ooh, it's an inside edge from Colin Munro towards short fine leg and picks up another single. Now this is where someone like an Akeal Hosein would have really helped the tournament. What else should Akeal Hosein do to be in the playing 11? Repeatedly Texas Super Kings are benching him. That's injustice for a bowler like Akeal Hosein. Last ball of the over coming up. Oh, it's held in the wicket in the air but lands safely. Lands safely, another dot ball to finish the over. That could have been a big wicket of Rahman Powell, but not to be. 10 runs came from that over from Abhimanyu Lamba, and Los Angeles Knight Riders are 124 for 3 after 15 overs. So Abhimanyu Lamba still has 1 over left. Adam Milne has a couple of overs left. Amshi De Silva has a couple of overs left. So you would think that the remaining 5 overs should be managed among these 3 bowlers. You don't even need to go back to Ian Mulder again, because Ian Mulder can leak runs, in all honesty. So it should be Adam Milne, Abhimanyu Lamba, Amshi De Silva. These 3 bowlers have to finish it off. And now Amshi De Silva is coming back into the attack, and I think Faf du Plessis might have calculated this correctly. And that is why he gave a few overs to Donovan Ferreira as well, who picked up the wicket of Unmukh Chand and all. But I think next match they need to bring back Akeal Hosein. What is this? You're benching your bowler who picked up a hat-trick in this tournament. Yes, it went in a losing cause because of that free 6 from Nikhil Chowdhury, but he almost defended 6 runs in that last over. And why do you bench him? I'm not able to understand. It's driven away by Colin Munro out towards deep point and picks up another single to start the over. So Ravman Powell is back on strike. Slow ball. Powell hits it inside edge, leg side towards deep square leg and picks up another single. Good bowling from Namshi De Silva. Colin Munro is back on strike. He took the pace off it there, Namshi De Silva. He's a clever bit of bowler, has bowled well in this tournament so far. Not an easy bowler to get away. This time driven away out towards deep extra covers. Colin Munro picks up another single. Well, they needed to use 2 overs of Wian Mulder and that is what they have done. I think they might have made up their mind that, you know what, even if Wian Mulder goes for 50 runs in 2 overs, still we'll manage to defend it with our other bowlers. Because that is the one weak link in this bowling attack for Texas Super Kings, Wian Mulder's overs. Swung away leg side by Ravman Powell towards deep mid-wicket. Just a single. Good over this from Namshi De Silva. Just 4 runs have come from this over, still 2 balls left. Because that 22-run over is what has brought Los Angeles Knight Riders back into this run chase now. Otherwise, they were far from this run chase. And now Munro goes down the ground. He's got hold of that. Straight into the side screen for 6. What a shot that is. Right in the slot from Namshi De Silva. He's bowled well in this over so far. Missed his length there. And Munro dispatches it for another maximum and brings up his half century as well. He got a big lifeline. A catch was put down at deep mid wicket and he's made complete use of that lifeline. 55 from 40 balls with 2 boundaries and 4 maximums at a strike rate of 137.50. And this time Munro swings and misses. Another dot ball to finish the over. 10 runs came from that over from Namshi De Silva. And Los Angeles Knight Riders are 134 for 3 after 16 overs with 40 needed from the last 4 overs. We are going down to the wire once again. So this partnership now 75 from 32 balls between Colin Munro and Ravman Powell. Outstanding ball striking. Ravman Powell 42 from just 18 balls. Striking at 233.33. So Adam Milne is back into the attack now for Texas Super Kings. They have no other option. They have to go with Adam Milne because Wian Mulder cannot bowl hereafter if they want to contain the runs and starts with a wide. Adam Milne starts with the wide, looking to target the wide Yorker. Has to reload that one again. Oh, that's in the slot. And Powell lifts it over long off for 6. Goodness gracious me, what a power, what a shot that is. Got underneath the ball and has lofted. He has so much power. And when he connects it, it goes a long, long way. Rovman Powell moves to 48 from just 19 balls. So Texas Super Kings, they were in a good position at the halfway mark, but this game has now gone, it's swung back in favor of Los Angeles Knight Riders. This is a fantastic little knock here from Rovman Powell, around the wicket again, and he goes again. Powell goes miles back. Goodness gracious me, what an innings this is. Brings up his half century as well. 54 from just 20 balls with 3 boundaries and 5 maximums at a strike rate of 270, and surely now Los Angeles Knight Riders are winning this, I think. This is a freak partnership of 88 from 34 balls out of absolutely nowhere, taking LAKR close to victory. Well, he sliced that past that field red point. 4 more. Everything that Rovman Powell touches today turns to gold. 150 comes up for the Los Angeles Knight Riders. 150 comes up in just 16.3 overs, and this game is slipping away from the control of Texas Super Kings. This is what happens when you bench a bowler like Akil Hussain. Suddenly the bowling attack will really lack resources. He goes again, high up in the air, hasn't timed it that well, but still one bounce and into the boundary for 4, and brings the equation requirement under a run a ball now for Los Angeles Knight Riders. Another big over here for LAKR. We would have thought that maybe Adam Milne can contain the runs, but even he is going for plenty. 21 runs have come from this over, still 2 balls left. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. This partnership now 96 from 36 balls between Colin Munro and Rovman Powell. And just 19 away now, Los Angeles Knight Riders. They are in control big time. Well, he squeezed that past fine leg for 4. My goodness gracious me, he's finding boundaries everywhere on the ground. Even a Yorker is digged out towards deep fine leg for 4. Nothing much Adam Milne can do about that. He can only just smile and go back to his bowling mark, because that's how this game is. 25 runs have come from this over, still 1 ball left. 15 required now. Last ball of the over coming up. That's full again, driven down the ground to long on, and Rovman Powell picks up another single to finish the over. What clean ball striking from this guy. Simply unbelievable from Rovman Powell. 26 runs came from that over from Adam Milne, and Los Angeles Knight Riders are 160 for 3 after 17 overs with 14 needed from the last 3 overs. And looks like Los Angeles Knight Riders losing streak is finally going to come to an end today. They lost 3 on the bounce. They'll come back to winning ways, it looks like. Well, they had calculated it right. That's why they went to Adam Milne, but 26 runs from that over is all but sealed it for Los Angeles Knight Riders. And now Amshi De Silva is back into the attack to bowl the 18th over. Slow ball, and Powell again goes down the ground for 6. Picked the slow ball really well. It's gone sailing over long on. Another maximum to start the over brings their requirement down to single digits now. Just 8 runs needed for Los Angeles Knight Riders. The way Rovman Powell is batting, he will finish it in this over itself, I think. 73 from just 25 balls with 6 boundaries and 6 maximums at a strike rate of 292, and this partnership now is worth 107 from just 39 balls between Colin Munro and Rovman Powell. They dropped a catch casually of Colin Munro, thinking that they were in control of this game, Texas Super Kings, and suddenly the control has shifted. Oh, it's again well bowled, a really good Yorker. It's another dot ball from Amshi De Silva. You cannot afford to miss your length even by an inch to this man, because he is simply very, very dangerous. Rovman Powell. Third ball of the over. Oh, he's bowled him. Was looking for the pull shot there. He's gone straight through. Amshi De Silva gets the breakthrough, but it's all too late for Texas Super Kings because the damage has been done. Only 8 more runs needed for Los Angeles Knight Riders. It should be comfortable from here. But what a magnificent knock from Rovman Powell comes to an end. Amshi De Silva breaking the partnership. But this partnership has all but sealed the game for Los Angeles Knight Riders, you have to say. An unbelievable knock from Rovman Powell comes to an end. He's gone after scoring 73 from just 27 balls. And Los Angeles Knight Riders are 166 for 4 after 17.3 overs. So Jason Holder is the new batter to the crease, coming in at number 6. He can also strike the ball. He's also a big hitter of the ball. And only 8 more runs needed now for Los Angeles Knight Riders. And that innings from Rovman Powell has just all but sealed it. It's going to snap the losing streak for Los Angeles Knight Riders. So Amshi De Silva coming over the wicket to Holder. And that's guided again towards deep point. Jason Holder gets off the mark with a couple of runs. Good running between the wickets. So just 6 more runs needed now. Will Jason Holder finish it in one hit? That is the big question. One hit away from winning this. Los Angeles Knight Riders. Oh, looking to flick it away. The appeal for LBW. Was that straight in line? I don't know. It's given as a dot ball from Amshi De Silva. What a knock that was from Rahman Powell. Last ball of the over. And it's guided away again towards deep point, and Jason Holder picks up another single to finish the over. So 9 runs came from that over from Amshi De Silva, including the wicket of Rahman Powell. And Los Angeles Knight Riders are 169 for 4 after 18 overs, needing only 5 more runs to win from the last 2 overs. So just 5 runs needed from the last 2 overs. Adam Milne bowling the penultimate over starts with a bumper there. Jason Holder sways out of it. Another dot ball to start the over. So Texas Super Kings, it will be their 4th loss in this tournament. They lose this game. Inside edge from Holder, and they will push through for a single. Gives a strike back to Colin Munro. So Colin Munro is back on strike. Just 4 more runs needed for victory. 1 boundary away from winning this. Around the wicket, Adam Milne. Oh, looking to pull it away. Keeper fumbles it as well. The batter missed it. Keeper missed it. And Munro gets through for another single. 3 more needed now. So Jason Holder is back on strike. Three required. Oh, it's edged past the keeper, past everyone. That'll run away for 4, and that'll be it. Game over. Los Angeles Knight Riders are victorious by 6 wickets. An outside edge running away to the boundary for 4. And finally, the losing streak for the Los Angeles Knight Riders has been broken. They lost three on the bounce, and Los Angeles Knight Riders finally come back to winning ways here. They're winning this game by 6 wickets. They pick up their third win in MLC 2026. And as far as Texas Super Kings are concerned, it is their fourth defeat in this tournament. And in fact, to be very, very honest, at the halfway mark of this innings, Texas Super Kings looked well in control because they were putting the brakes on, the spinners were squeezing, runs were not coming for Los Angeles Knight Riders, but then a catch was put down of Colin Munro. And even that catch drop we were taking very casually because Colin Munro was also struggling in the middle overs of this innings. But then suddenly, Rovman Powell came in. And in fact, Rovman Powell's innings also gave Colin Munro some confidence in the process. And both of them formed a partnership as well. They were 59 for 3 when Matthew Tromp got out. They were 59 for 3 in 10.4 overs. And Texas Super Kings were well in control at that time. But then again, that fourth wicket partnership of 107 from 41 balls between Colin Munro and Rovman Powell completely turned this game on its head. Partnership of 107 from just 41 balls. With Rovman Powell really tearing apart all the bowlers of Texas Super Kings. 73 from just 27 balls with 6 boundaries and 6 maximums at a strike rate of 270.37. And Colin Munro also just hanging in there. Colin Munro unbeaten on 55 from 42 balls with 2 boundaries and 4 maximums at a strike rate of 130.95 and helping the Los Angeles Knight Riders get over the line and winning this game with 8 balls remaining. And obviously I think Texas Super Kings will be very, very disappointed. But again, my only question, you have dropped your hat-trick hero. Your hat-trick hero is Akeal Hosein. He should be playing in the 11 every single game. No matter what, some players should be there in the playing 11. But I don't know what the Super Kings management are thinking. Ever since the IPL, we are seeing this. Akeal Hosein, they are always in and out of the team. I don't know why that is happening with the Super Kings franchise. It was happening in the IPL. Now it is happening in the MLC. One match Akeal Hosein is playing, the next match he gets dropped. Again, next match they will bring him back in. Again, the next match they will drop him. If you keep doing this, then how will you have stability in your playing 11 or in your playing combination? You won't get that stability. You need to first play a consistent 11 for a long period of time. Then only you will know whether that combination is working or not. And it is not that Akeal Hosein has underperformed. He has picked up a hat-trick in this tournament. The only hat-trick in this tournament picked up by Akeal Hosein. And how can you even think of dropping such a bowler? I am not able to understand. And that is why now suddenly Texas Super Kings bowling is looking kind of vulnerable. The addition of Akeal Hosein to this bowling attack can improve this bowling attack even more. It can improve this bowling attack even more. But they are not seeming to understand that. One match he is playing, next match he is not playing. This is not the way to play your team combinations. This is not going to help the Super Kings franchise, whether it's Chennai Super Kings, whether it's Texas Super Kings, or whether it's Joburg Super Kings. It's the same management and they are making the same mistakes again and again. And that is not going to help their cause. But Los Angeles Knight Riders will celebrate the win by 6 wickets here. Convincing run chase with 8 balls remaining. And they stay alive in MLC 2026. So we'll be back again to cover the future matches of MLC 2026. And obviously Women's T20 World Cup final will happen tomorrow as well between England and Australia. So we'll cover those games as well. So until we come back again, please like, share and subscribe to our channel Runs and Views. Take care guys. Cheers and have a great day.
Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share.